Okay, we're live. Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Yeah, I've got a notification. We're live. This is great. Let me just get this on 1 minute. Okay. 1 sec. Okay, great. So today we are going to cover acne as a topic. So we're going to kind of explain what it is and how you can kind of treat it with in-clinic treatments along with home care. So let me just minimize that. Okay, perfect. So acne is a skin condition. It's one of the 4 main skin conditions that we can treat at VL Aesthetics. And it's basically, it occurs when your hair follicles kind of become full of oil and dead skin cells. And this can then lead to whiteheads, blackheads, spots. It's typically common to appear on the face, forehead, chest, upper back, and shoulders. It tends to be more common among teenagers, but it can affect adults as well. And we can treat both at VL Aesthetics as well. So, Darcy, do you want to sort of explain what the main causes of acne are? What causes them?
So you've got the likes of an excess oil production, and that's how your pores tend to get blocked, is when there's excess oil and dead skin cells there. So when that gets there, blocking those follicles, that's when sort of spots and blackheads and that kind of thing appear. Also, sort of the likes of a high sugar diet. What we eat can also come out on our skin. Hormone imbalance. So that's when you normally tend to see it in sort of teenagers, because their hormones can be sort of a bit all over the place. It's just regulating. But then you can see it in adults, because sometimes that's the case as well in adults. Yeah. Also, sort of poor digestive system, blocked pores, as we said, with the oil there, and stress and anxiety. So if you've got quite a stressful lifestyle, then it can show up on the skin. And then obviously when you do start to see spots on the skin, you get stressed even more. So it's kind of a bit like a vicious cycle there.
Yeah.
And just sort of that acne bacteria on the skin. When you touch in your face quite a bit, and you might have sort of acne on the chin area, or sort of a couple of spots there, and then you sort of touch that, and then you start touching your cheeks, you start touching your chest, it can spread that way as well. So those sort of tend to be the main things that cause acne.
Yeah, and as well, we've got different treatment options at VL to help with sorting acne out. It's not a quick fix. Acne is so persistent, and typically we can get it under control, but it will take some time. Generally sort of take, it can happen quicker, but generally about 6 weeks, 4 to 6 weeks, we'll probably say initially. We want to be working with your skin in order to see what works for your skin and what can get us good results with that specific skin type. And as well, a lot of people don't want to go on medication for acne. You can go on medication for acne, but a lot of people don't want to, because the side effects associated with having medication, which again isn't suitable for everybody. So do you want to chat us through maybe a little bit about the different treatment options which we've got available to treat acne?
Yeah, so at VL Aesthetics, we have the fantastic chemical peels that we use. Also, our light therapy is fantastic to use in conjunction with that. The standalone masks as well that we have, the clay masks that we use, can help obviously absorb sort of the excess oil. We've got a product to help detox the skin. And we also have sort of what we call upgrade products as well, such as our AQ mask, which can help repair the skin with the human growth factors there as well. And just sort of, as I say, those chemical peels.
Yeah.
We've got the likes of our Radiance 2010. Whatever's got the sort of that salicylic acid in there is really going to help with acne, because it's drawn to oil. And so it works a bit like the Tasmanian devil in those pores. Sort of that salicylic acid targeting that, and it just gets rid of them. Obviously, we have the likes of our home care products as well, which you would have to use in conjunction, and the Skin Aid Clear as well. And this is a fantastic product, because sort of everything that I was saying of the main causes of acne, it can help with that. So when you're working from within, and topically on the skin, you're going to see such a bigger difference that way as well.
Yeah, definitely.
And the likes of laser, sort of those resurfacing treatments, that can really help too.
Yeah. Laser works very effectively and works well with, let's say, our LED light therapy. And because obviously like the redness and swelling that can occur on the skin when you have acne is generally caused by a type of bacteria. And that bacteria can be killed by essentially exposing your skin to different types of light. You will need multiple different treatments. And as soon as we get it under control, that's when we're able to look at more maintenance. Because essentially, yeah, acne bacteria can be killed with heat energy, which is what happens when we're looking at treating with a laser. Because they can also kind of shrink oil, sebaceous glands, which can then decrease oil production. And it's very, very pleasant. It's not a painful kind of treatment to have whatsoever. And exactly like Darcy said, with the superficial light to medium depth peels, which we do, it can really, really treat and help to get the acne under control. All that's kind of involved in that type of treatment is we kind of apply like a solution to the skin, and that's left on the skin. And this solution kind of helps to unclog pores, remove dead skin cells, whiteheads, blackheads. And the great thing about a chemical peel is that it can also stimulate new skin growth, which is what we want to kind of achieve. Just be careful if you are looking at starting any treatment with acne with ourselves, just be careful with what type of medication you are on, if you're on any specific medication, because it can be contraindicated to certain treatments. As well, we can treat acne scarring along with getting acne under control. Sometimes if you've had quite severe acne in the past, it can lead with scarring on the skin. So we can help to lift that out with the likes of peels and microneedling as well. The two work very, very well together. And there's not as if that you can't do anything to help it. There is solutions for it. But again, it's not, we always take people on our kind of problematic skin program, because acne treatments aren't a one size fit all type thing. It is kind of got to be tailored to what works with you. Some people get really quick results fast. Other people, it takes a little bit longer. So it's about creating a plan that's really going to work for you. So if somebody was, let's say, wanting to start on a problematic skin program with ourselves, what at-home advice would you give them? What would you say you need to sort of start doing on a daily basis in order to see results?
So there's quite a lot of things that you can do that doesn't involve sort of products as well. Obviously, we need the products there to help at home, but the likes of changing your pillowcases every 2 days. So sleeping on one side, turning it over, sleeping on the other side, going to say B&M or Poundland or whatever, and just getting a whole load of face cloths and pillowcases is the best thing to do. So with the likes of the face cloths, you want to be using one in the morning and a fresh one on the night time, because if you're using the same face cloth that you wash your face with in the morning, that's then sitting there, the bacteria is then multiplying, and then you're also using that same face cloth on the night time.
Yeah.
So you're just applying that bacteria back to the skin, which isn't we don't want to do that. And obviously cleansing your face day and night.
Yeah.
Using a moisturizer and not over exfoliating, because obviously we want to exfoliate because we want to get rid of those dead skin cells. But you find with a lot of acne, sort of people that have acne, they want to exfoliate every single day with quite a rough exfoliator. And we have exfoliating solutions that you can use every single day. Sort of you can build that up, or if you feel like your skin can tolerate it, you can sort of use that every day.
Yeah, exactly. Because typically, if you have got breakout spots, pustules or anything, naturally you want to go to a grainy exfoliator to get rid of that and to get that out the skin. But if you do it too often and you over exfoliate, that will lead to redness, inflammation, irritation as well. And it can also get rid of all these good healthy skin cells that we want. And as well, if you do over exfoliate, it can lead to further development of acne scarring and whatnot, which is not what we want. Darcy said it's so important to make sure that you're cleansing morning and night, but it's equally as important to remember to use the right type of cleanser for your skin. You might think, especially people with acne, they buy a cleanser, let's say like a micellar water or anything like that in a supermarket. That is not the best thing for the skin because the skin is already compromised. Like me and Darcy explained yesterday about the skin's hydrolipid barrier, that's already compromised. So we need to get some goodness and restructure back into the skin. So using the right type of ingredients is key, most definitely. Yeah. Some people think, like Darcy said as well, you need to moisturize, because sometimes people think, well, I've got acne, I don't want to put anything oily on the skin or anything like that. That's not the case. You need to make sure that you're using a non-cosmogenic moisturizer, because what that'll do is that will not clog the pores. If anything, it'll get down into the pores and hydrate them, which is what we want, because we don't want to result in dry skin. Again, equally, that will disrupt the skin's barrier and how the skin kind of functions as such.
And also, like, using an SPF as well. Like, people think, oh, SPF's just for aging, but the SPFs that we have something specific for more acne, red skin, and the ingredients in there can help calm the skin, and it's protecting your skin from oxidants in the air. So you've got that antioxidant protection there. Yeah. As well. And sort of what you see blackheads as, people think it's dirt within the pores. It's actually oxidized oil. So, you know, if we can protect the skin from oxidization, then that's going to, in time, benefit you from not having sort of as many blackheads and that kind of thing as well.
Yeah, definitely. Another really good tip for acne is if you wear makeup, simply because if you've got pustules, redness on the skin, naturally you want to cover it up because it's going to give you more confidence. We want to work on restoring that skin's health so that you don't feel that you need to wear makeup. We have had quite a few clients who are now, after completing a program of treatments, they are now confident to step out makeup free. And that is ultimately what we want to achieve for you. Acne can have a huge impact on the way that we feel about ourselves. And we want clear, radiant skin. That is what we're looking for. So yeah, if you are wearing makeup, that's absolutely fine to wear makeup. Just make sure that you're using a mineral-based makeup. You've not got anything that, again, will clog the pores or anything like that. And make sure, again, that you are cleaning your makeup brushes. That is key. Again, like Darcy said, with the similar thing with the face flannels, if you're using the same one, bacteria is going to manifest on there. And then when you apply that to the face, it's just going to spread it, which is not what we want to sort of happen whatsoever. And again, if you exercise, say for example you're working out, make sure you cleanse your skin before you work out and after you work out. The same if you have, let's say, acne on the back or the chest, make sure that you are having a shower straight after working out, because it's these sweat glands that can build up, and that's how bacteria can manifest within the skin. So that's not going to help you kind of solve acne. So definitely make sure that you're showering straight after working out. Obviously drinking plenty of water. The other great thing, which we tell quite a lot of people, is make sure that you're cleaning your phone. Some people forget to do that. They're like, it's just my phone. Do you know how much bacteria your phone accumulates on a daily basis? It's crazy. And you know, if you've got like a desk job and you're on the phone a lot, that bacteria is constantly transferring. So just wipe it down. I know we're extra careful these days with sanitizing, which is great, but make sure you are wiping that down and you're getting the bacteria off there. But yeah, home care is equally as important as treatments for sure. The two work hand in hand. And having, to be honest, a lot of the time, acne, especially in younger girls, men as well, can be caused by not using the right type of products on the skin. So we will design a home care that is gentle and medical enough to get you long-term results.
Definitely. And the thing is, it's a case of it may get worse before it gets better as well. Like, don't be disheartened when that happens. You think, oh, I'm following everything, I'm doing everything that I need to do, but for some reason my skin has broke out even more than what it was before I was using these products. It's not because the products aren't working. They're actually doing the complete opposite. They are working for your skin. They're bringing all of those toxins out of the skin, and it has to do that because sometimes you think, like, you find that maybe other people who don't get spots, and then they want anti-aging benefits and they start using our products and they're like, oh, I've started getting spots now. And I never used to get that before
It's
when I
normal.
was using face wipes, but
Yeah.
it's because it is pulling all of those toxins out, and our skin can mask a lot of things that we don't realize it is actually doing.
Yeah.
So there's a lot going on underneath the skin that we don't see. So when you do tend to have acne that is visible, just think what else is going on underneath there. So yeah, that does have to come out. But as I say, just don't be disheartened when you think, I'm doing everything that I'm meant to be doing. I'm doing everything they're telling me, and it's not working. As we say, sometimes people don't tend to see results until maybe sort of 3 months down the line, and that's completely normal. It's just a case of persisting and being like, no, okay, it will get
Persistence,
better.
yeah. You're quite right. Persistence is key, definitely. It, to be honest with you, it can take you so long to find something that actually works for your skin. But trust us, when you find something that does work for your skin, you will stick to it. And that's key. Sometimes it is trial and error. Seeing, well, if this doesn't work, well, it needs to be replaced with this as well. Internal factors that you have to consider as well. If you're under a lot of stress, that's not exactly going to benefit us. It's not going to help us. If, for example, you're not drinking enough water, I mean, obviously drinking water is not going to cure acne on its own, but what it's going to do is it's going to improve the overall internal health, which is what we also want to look at. So it's looking at everything, everything in your lifestyle and creating a plan based around that as well. Say, for example, we mentioned at the start that acne is more common in teenagers as opposed to adults, but it is still common in adults as well. And as well, we always kind of hyper customize the treatment. So say, for example, if you've got acne, but you're also wanting to treat aging, we can do the two together. It's not a case of just treating acne and not treating the aging. And we can really, really kind of hyper customize it and do it all together, really. But it all starts with creating a plan, and we need to assess everything that's going on in your lifestyle and then work around that, really.
Definitely. And I mean, before, as we said at the start, before going to the doctors and going on medication, please come and try our products because you will see such a huge difference. I mean, adding a retinol into your routine is so much better than going on to medication, you
Yeah.
know. And as we say, the side effects that you can get with medication, it might help clear up the acne possibly, but in the initial sort of results after that it leaves on the skin, you've got a lot of repairing to do.
Yeah, definitely. Like, we had one client and she was about this close to going on Roaccutane, and she didn't want to go on it because of the side effects with it. And don't get me wrong, medication works fantastically at treating acne for sure. But she didn't want the side effects associated with it. And after probably about four, in fact, actually about after 2 weeks, the skin had really calmed down. But it wasn't until probably six weeks afterwards that we really started seeing improvements. And now all we have to do is treat the scarring, because the acne is under control with the right type of home care and treatment plan. So it's seen results like that work effectively. But again, just try. You're much better to try something, but the key, you need to be committed and you need to be persistent because it won't happen overnight. You need to stick at it, and when you stick at it, that's when you'll see long-term benefits from it.
And also, you know, when you're using the likes of our home care products, don't sort of try and dabble into products you can buy over the counter, like in the supermarkets. So they've got, like, say, a clay mask and it's going to be amazing for the skin. Just stick to our products, because if we see that something's maybe gone out of line further down the line, if you're only using what we've suggested, we can then sort of pinpoint possibly what it could be, instead of you using a mixture of products and then us not too sure on what's actually happening with the skin.
Yeah, because then we've got no control then. We don't know what we need to sort out, or what's, maybe we've been at it for 6 weeks and we haven't seen the improvements that we would expect. So what else is going on? We then need to factor it in. We need to then review it. But if, for example, you're adding something with alcohol in there, fragrance, it might be that your skin doesn't like the fragrance, but we don't know that without taking that out. And it's a case of we add products into your routine as we go, based on what type of condition your skin is. And we tweak them as well as we go. For example, instead of 2 salicylic acid products, you maybe only need to go down to using 1 when we get it under control. And it's about kind of when you visit a skincare professional and you visit a clinic that knows what they're doing, they're able to really, really factor in everything in order to get you the best results.
Definitely.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, great. So that was our nice 20-minute chat about acne. It went over the 5-minute Instagram thing. I'll have to crop it down again. But yeah, if you've got any further questions about acne, how we can treat it, or if you want to know more information, just drop us a message or go online and you can book a consultation. Thanks, Darcy.
Fab, thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.